Okay, hi everyone, and good morning. This is Cindy Wong of the Publishing House, and this is our morning show, The Perfect Cup. So, after 4 days of having great conversation, waking up in the morning, I finally thought, okay, why not have a debriefing? Okay, so you just saw that I just played the intro video 3 times because I was kind of like thinking, oh dear, I'm going to be on my own today, and I haven't really done that in the past. It's usually like I would record the video, pre-record the video, and then I would show it to the madlang people. But now I am going to take the leap of faith and see if I can really do a live stream, without embarrassing myself. But like it's early in the morning, I don't think I would have a lot of viewers right now, but really it doesn't really matter. What we're going to do today, as you can see here, I'm going to have a debriefing. What does that mean? It means going through all the conversations that we had in the past 4 days, like from Monday to Thursday, and like pick the golden nuggets that we learned along the way. And I think it's really interesting because I really learned a lot. And then meron tayong susundang program ngayon at meron tayong may mga questions din ako na sasagutin. Tanong ko, sagot ko. Ayan. But if you guys have any comments or if you have any questions, if you have any suggested or suggestion, recommended person whom I can talk to next week, perhaps, just let me know. Just let me know. Simply drop their names in the comments below, or maybe just send me a personal message. I can definitely talk to you or to your recommended person. So basically, as you can see, I've talked to 4 persons for the past 4 days. And what happened was, if you can notice, there's this pattern. There is a pattern of people na parang I really try to pick people, especially for the first week. No, it's not someone na okay, sige, interviewin kita, ganyan. So I really want to have a specific show na that will like stand out on its own because of the golden nuggets that you can get from it. So okay, why not? Okay, why don't we start right now? Okay, so this is the Perfect Cup debriefing. As you can see on my slideshow ako. So, okay, so the first person that we interviewed was Chi Biscocho. And we were thinking, okay, what's going to be the title of this episode 1, the first episode? Okay, so Chi lost her job, lost her health. She also, well, not entirely her health, but she got sick. She also lost her job. Okay, so lost her job, lost her health, and then she just came out from an abusive relationship. Like, can you imagine what this person went through during that period of time? It was about 3 years ago, as she mentioned. And she turned things around, okay? What happened was she worked on her physical state muna. Like, she really challenged herself. And then everything else followed. Like, ang nangyari, like, can you imagine if upon losing all of these things, what would you do? What would you do? Okay, so Chi turned her world upside down, or the other way around, and she worked on her physical state muna. So she exercised, she really pushed beyond her limits, and then after that she meditated. So there comes the spiritual self, and then after that, she also worked on her emotional state. So she exercised, she meditated, tapos after that, like can you imagine what would ano yung required na mental state to achieve that kind of level of not giving up? So that's what she taught me. And sabi nga dito, your greatest asset is yourself. And sabi niya rin, like, she kept on reiterating na small things accumulate. So, ayun, I hope you guys like that episode. Siguro, you can also let me know what were your favorite, or what's your favorite episode out of the four person that I've talked to. Ayan, so that's Chi Biscocho. And then on my second episode, we had Coach Send Orbilio. So Send, she's a writer. She's an author of the Singleness series. She was a teacher, and then she quitted her job, and then she started to pursue her freelancing career, and then same goes with her writing career. And then ano ba? Like in the beginning, she mentioned na hindi pala sapat yung ipon niya, hindi pala, parang like she's kind of regretting her decision. But at the end of the day, you know, she still managed to turn things around for herself. So okay, the reason why we entitled this When Hopeless Turns into Hopeful, kasi okay, we're kind of like linking this to being a hopeless romantic. So what if you're a hopeful romantic? Because now she you know, despite being single, she's this person who can write about love. She really make an effort in researching, and she really knows what she's talking about. And now she published 3 books, you know, after quitting her job. And like, can you imagine that she released 3 books in the past few years? Okay, so you know, writing a book is not easy, but then anyway, she did it. Okay, and even if, you know, the funding was low, like, but she's running out of funds, parang nakaya niya pa rin. And you know, these are the 3 lessons that we pick up from her, like during the conversation. So changing track is okay. Definitely okay. Just like what I've done in the past. I was working in travel industry, but then on the side, I've been working on my side project. So why was I doing that, or why was I working on my side project? Is it because of the money? No, it's because there's this kind of satisfaction na hindi mo makuha sa primary career mo or sa primary job mo. And you think na, okay, this side project, maybe this could turn into a whole business, no? Na sana ito na lang yung ginagawa ko buong araw. And that's what I did. That's what I did. Pero yun nga, when I actually finally pursued this publishing, on like yung kabuuan ng publishing, I found myself naman na like finding other outlets naman. So maybe it's not really, you know, how should I put this? Maybe mabilis lang ma-board yung mga utak natin, and maybe you just wanna like, yeah, anyway, whatever outlet that you wanna pursue, you can pursue. Okay, and then sabi niya rin dito, it really takes time to grow. Yeah, so hindi sapat na, okay, I'm going to be a writer right now. So after she quitted her job, she thought, okay, she'll be able to do it in the first few months. But then again, it took time. Okay, so, and also, I also want to point out na meron ding mga growth pain. I don't know if you guys have heard of growth pains. Pero I read somewhere na, okay, what does it mean? It's painful to grow. There will be struggles. There will be challenges. So if, for example, if you're not encountering any challenges, any struggles, maybe you have to look at yourself again. Maybe you're not growing. I mean, it's okay to chill. It's okay definitely to chill. But if you really want to have a growth mindset, if you want to achieve something, you've got to be patient and really continue working on whatever it is that you're working on. You have to be patient, okay? And you have to really do the hard work. Okay, and the third thing that she taught us is to love yourself first before anything else. Okay, so yun yung isa sa mga nakuha ko. You know, she's writing this singleness series. Kahintay-hintay ka, karapat-dapat ka, at kaibig-ibig ka. By the way, these 3 books are available at the 8lettersbooks.com/shop. That's my publishing house. Okay, I didn't interview her just because she's our author, but also because I really believe in whatever it is she's doing. And yung mga nakikita kong post niya, she's always been consistent. Even her attitude, she's always so consistent. Okay, so I think that's what it takes to really, move towards the direction of your dreams. Okay, so next one, I also interviewed my sister who's working on her random dreams at the moment. Okay, so you guys, it's also okay if you don't have, that grand dream. It's totally fine. Okay, you've got to find balance in your life. Okay, she also taught me kung paano ba, kung paano, all of us, we have our strengths and weaknesses. And one of her strengths is, handling her hair. So she taught me, okay, don't wash your hair in the morning, wash it in the evening so that it would look better. I don't know if it looks better now, but yeah, I wash it in the evening. Okay. And then, so she also said, okay, you gotta find balance in life. So after your 9 to 5 job, a way to take care of yourself is to find an outlet. Maybe it's a hobby. So she said she tried, doing crafting with this Cricut machine. She's also going to take a horseback riding lesson. She goes to the gym. So she's this kind of person who's really like enjoying life. Yun ang pagkakakilala ko sa kapatid ko. Yeah, she's my sister. So Jean Wong. So we're kind of very opposite in a way. Sabi ko nga, like she was my mortal enemy back in the days while we were still kids. And ang nangyari before, like we always fight with every little thing. Siguro pag inuutusan kami ni mommy or kapag nag-aagawan kami sa mga gamit, nagsasabunutan kami, ganyan. But then now that we're adults, looking back, parang, okay, those fights are worth it. No, charot, hindi. Looking back, parang marirealize mo, okay, dahil nag-grow na kami into adults, like, oh my God, we're like 3 decades, 3 decades in this world. Well, she's going to turn 30 soon, but the thing is, she's we've grown into these people na we learn how to cope. We share strategies on how to cope up with life, especially now that she's living in Hong Kong. And I don't know, they're now on their 3rd dose of vaccine. They're now on their like basically people who have to travel to Hong Kong, they have to undergo 7 days of quarantine. Wherein, look at the world right now. Almost all of the countries in the world, are opening up as long as you're vaccinated. And my sister, she's very like, she loves to travel. She loves to be social. She loves to explore. And can you imagine what would that situation do to her? But anyway, she's coping up. Okay, and then of course we also mentioned here that you really don't need to have an end goal. She would pursue hobbies, and okay lang kung hindi naman niya ma-keep up. So ganon. Have you guys experienced something similar? Ako rin naman eh. Like, I have so many goals. I wanna have like hobbies na I wanna pursue hobbies, but then again, I already have, like 24 hours. I already allocated my 24 hours to other things. So I cannot really commit. I mean, it's okay not to commit on things. Parang dating lang yan. Okay, so the 4th one. Okay, yesterday's interview was with Renato Tranquilino. So he's a writer, sci-fi. He is an IT consultant and turned into a sci-fi writer. He's also an author of an urban fantasy novel. Okay, so The Merovingian and Fate of a Distant Future. These are 2 books that he's trying to push out to the world. So what we talked about yesterday was like, he's so insane in doing or pushing beyond the usual. Kasi hindi naman masyadong kilalang sci-fi sa Pilipinas. Like, sino naman ang bibili ng sci-fi? Usually romance talagang mapili. And really, it really doesn't matter what other people think. When I met Renato, he was approaching me, like he was approaching 8 letters, and then I was running around. I was kind of busy, but he really didn't give up. He kept on following up, like, okay, he wanted to work with us, ganyan. So yeah, okay. But when I saw his work, I was also really impressed. So I thought, okay, let's give it a shot. So now we're 8 letters is one of we're pushing his book to the world. We're helping him out. Okay, but of course he also has to do his part, which is not easy. He's writing the sequel. Okay, the sequels. He's writing sequels for his 2 novels. Okay, and then sabi niya rin dito, it's okay to pause when life happens. So a few years back, I think it was January or February, when his father died, and he didn't manage to write anything. He didn't manage to add chapters to his novel, and it's okay. Yeah, totally fine. And another lesson that can be learned from him is you gotta find your tribe. So before, he was working on his own. He was working solo on his projects. So he was working solo on his projects, but then again, when he found out now, okay, there are people who are willing to help you, he approached these people like us, and you're not alone on this journey. So yeah, that's running after your dreams. Yeah, not just chase. Kasi pag sinabi mong chase, no, pwedeng naglalakad ka lang, but you're chasing that person or that dream. Baka dapat running after your dreams. Or I don't know if there's a better word for this. Maybe, maybe if you can take a car or take a train, fast train after your dreams. Pero hindi rin naman maganda na laging fast-paced. Ang hirap pala magsalita na mag-isa lang. Nagmo-monologue. But anyway, hold on. Meron akong mga questions sa sarili ko. Wow, look at that. I've been live 19 minutes. For 19 minutes. Now, how is it waking up early in the morning? How is it waking up early in the morning? So I realized hindi ko pala full screen yung sarili ko. So how is it waking up early in the morning? Well, first things first, of course, I've got to set up the alarm the night before, and also I have to wake up at 5:20, 5 o'clock, mga ganong oras. So magigising ako ng ganong oras, and then at the same time, my little boy, okay, I have an infant, he's an 8-month boy, Sebastian. So he would also wake up, and then I would try to put him back to sleep. But then at the same time, alam ko namang hindi na siya matutulog. So I would pick him up, okay, feed him, and then also I would hand him to either to his father or to our helper. So, pero everything naman is parang it's working well kasi he's very well behaved, and then at the same time may cooperation din yung mga tao dito sa bahay. So sabi ko nga, if hindi yung asawa ko, then it will be the kasambahay who will help us out. So para lang magawa ko to, guys, para lang mag-appear dito at to really start this habit to go live every 6 a.m. So the question is, why am I even doing this? Okay, sige, bago tayo mag-changes in my life this week, why am I even doing this? Aside from gusto kong i-promote ang the publishing house, which will be opening its doors soon, next June. Yeah, I mean next month. Why am I doing this? Wala namang nanonood, wala namang, is there a big deal? Wala tayong sponsors. But the thing is, this is me trying to push myself beyond beyond boundaries. Diba? Kasi minsan, sobrang komportable na tayo sa buhay na parang, okay lang yan, kaya ko na yan. Kahit nakapikit ako, kaya kong gawin yan. Kahit nakapikit ako, kaya kong trabahuhin yan. Ganon. So, knowing myself, I need to always push myself beyond. Bakit? Because I want to continuously grow. Because if I don't grow, I'm scared to, parang, ano ba mangyayari if you're not growing? Parang, parang tubig na iniwan lang sa labas, tapos, di ba, anong nangyayari pag yung tubig o yung timba na puno ng tubig, iniwan mo lang sa labas, di ba, lalagyan ng lamok, or mangingitlugan ng lamok, or something, or masisira, di ba? Something would happen na hindi ikagaganda ng buhay mo o nung sabihin natin ng tubig doon sa loob ng timba na yon. Wow, okay. That's very early. It's very early to have this kind of metaphor. Stale water ba tawag doon? But yeah, I think that's one of the things that I'm afraid of. Na ang mangyayari kasi kapag hindi ka gumalaw or komportable ka na madali na lang lahat para sa'yo, is that you're not able to grow as a person. And the reason why I always want to grow as a person is because I think firstly, I'm doing this also for my son. I'm doing this for him. Kasi syempre, sino ba, I mean, baby pa lang siya, 8 months pa lang siya. And can you imagine if this child grows up, palaki na palaki yung magiging gastos natin, and then palaki yung responsibility natin. And, our responsibility as a mother, hindi naman siya mag-i-stop or hihinto doon na lang. It will always, we'll always be there for him. And I think if you cannot take care of yourself, sabi ko nga, if you're not growing, if you're not taking care of yourself as a person, how can you take care of this child? Diba? So I'm doing this for myself, then at the same time, I'm also doing this for him. And the thing is, sabi nga nila, you cannot pour from an empty cup. Diba? The perfect cup. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So, kung gusto mo talagang may magawang difference dito sa mundong to, I'll be doing this for myself so that pagkatapos ko dito, mabibigyan ko ng like 100% attention yung anak ko o yung mundo. Sabi ko nga, I have a team, I have a staff. So this is me exercising my brain, this is me exercising my mind, my mental state, my emotional state. Kasi after nito, I will have a full day of work. And I have these people also relying on me. And then, hindi na ako nagsusulat ngayon sa diary ko. So, ganito na yung ginagawa natin, Yeah, so this is me pouring things out. Yeah. Unloading. Yeah. Okay, so what else? What's next? So, changes in my life this week. How did this change my life? Okay, so after, sabi nga nila, you're only able to build a habit. You're only able to build a habit after 21 days. Although sa totoo lang, the first few days, it's been a struggle to keep this going, diba? To keep this going, it's a bit of a hassle then to wake up. Like, why can I not just enjoy my morning the usual way? Like, I can just chill. Kasi nga, diba, I quitted my job. Wala na akong corporate job. And I'm running my business and all that. But this would require me to push beyond my limits. But, okay, the changes in my life is, yun nga, naliligo na ako ng maaga. At ang napapansin ko, I'm able to get things done. I mean, hindi ko pa tapos lahat. Hindi ko pa tapos lahat ng kailangan kong gawin, but I'm able to get things done. And speaking of getting things done, I found a book yesterday. It's called Getting Things Done by David Allen. So Getting Things Done, The Art of Stress-Free Productivity. I'm going to listen to this audiobook later on. But, it's like, oh, okay, there are also, like, I found out now there are also people na who are on the same boat as me. They're also chasing after their dreams. They're also trying to push themselves beyond the limit. They're also trying to try to be productive because the world, or what, a whole bunch of people are relying on them. So okay, so knowing that I'm not alone, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'll continue doing this. Okay, so the reason talaga, another reason behind this, the perfect cup. Sabi ko in the first episode, the pressure that I'm going through is grabe. hindi ko na maarok. And yun nga, I'm trying to establish this cafe, the Publishing House Cafe, Bookstore and Bar. I mean, on Facebook, you'll find me putting it, oh, this is the success. This is the success of the day. But beyond or behind that, you wouldn't really find me saying, oh God, gusto ko na mag-give up. Oh dear, gusto ko ng ang laki ng gastos, ayoko na, why am I doing this? Pwede bang bumalik na lang ako sa Russia? Pwede bang bumalik na lang ako sa, like, the way things were? Gusto ko pwede bang, gusto ko lang isipin na lang yung sarili ko? Parang, ganon. Like, why do I have, like, I'm grateful to all the clients who trust me, but then at the same time, there's this struggle in my head na parang, why should I, can I just live simply? Pwede bang simple na lang yung buhay ko? Pwede bang simple na lang yung when I wake up in the morning, I just have to take care of myself, my son, and everything else. But hindi, gusto natin ng ganito. Gusto natin pahirapan ang sarili natin. Gusto natin ng cafe, bookstore, and bar. Oh, yon. Gusto mo lahat. Gusto mo sa'yo na lahat. So, there is a price to pay in all that, with all that, in achieving all that. First, you have the growth mindset. You wanna keep on growing. You wanna accumulate more. You wanna do this because if you don't, then you're gonna be like a stale water, ganyan. But then, ayun nga, second thing, ang hirap, may growth pains talaga. Di mo na alam kung pwede ba mag-give up na lang na parang, okay, I just wanna quit and then let's just live normally. Let's just enjoy life, chill. Okay. But then, parang nakikita mo you're halfway there and maybe there are other people out there na ganito rin ang nararamdaman. So maybe, okay, so that's the reason why we're doing this. Okay, and maybe there are people who needs this kind of push. So this is why I created the perfect cup. Yeah, so kaya siya 6 o'clock. Bakit 6 o'clock? Because people who chase after their dreams, they wake up early. Hindi nga 5 o'clock, the 5 a.m. club, diba? I'm not sure if you've heard of that, pero meron ding the 5 a.m. club. Pero eto, 6 a.m., baka naman, may nag-snooze ng button. So, this is gonna be like the 6 a.m. club kasi yung cafe later on will also open at 6 o'clock. So, yun nga, yung mga taong gumigising ng 6 o'clock, they're the people who like, okay, let's do this. I'm gonna have this day, I'm gonna do all this, because I'm going to achieve this. Yeah, so, kaya ako ginawa yung show na to ay para doon sa mga taong yun. So, sa 3,000 na nanonood sa atin ngayon, para sa inyo to. Ayan. Okay. So, yeah. So, that is the, sinagot ko ba yung question ko? Changes in my life this week. Ayun nga, mahirap. Ayun nga, nakaka-challenge. Pero you have this realization in your head na parang, okay lang yan. It's all gonna work out in the end. Okay? We've come a long way. So, why stop now? Yeah. And basically, ayan, why are we even doing this? Nasagot ko na yung question na yan. So, there you go. And by the way, before we end this, 31 minutes. Before we end this, I just wanna thank you guys for listening to my rants. I hope you don't think that they are rants at all. I just want to tell you as well, or announce, this is a special announcement na nasa Spotify na tayo. if you're not able to listen early in the morning, you can still replay the video on Facebook, but you can also subscribe to our Spotify channel. Yon. Okay, so yeah, that's it. See you on Monday. Monday, same time, same place. So that will be 6 o'clock in the morning, sometimes late, sometimes 6:05, sometimes 6:04, 6:03. But yeah, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, everyone.